What's up, Arizona? You're watching 12 Sports tonight on 12+. I'm Cameron Cox. We're going to catch up with the rest of the crew here in just a moment. Every week, come hang out with us. We appreciate you stopping by. Talking all things Arizona sports. We're going to tell you the important stories, the ones that matter, and introduce you to the people that inspire and have some great conversations with our insiders and analysts. This is 12 Sports Tonight, Arizona's OG and longest running sports show, streaming on 12+. Every Wednesday during football season, we're going to kick off the show announcing the winner of our Friday Night Fever Game of the Week poll. 3 great games to pick from this week. All these teams undefeated. Pinnacle at Higley, Desert Edge, ALA Gilbert North, Sunny Slope at Horizon. It's going to be a fantastic Friday Night Fever, Friday night here in Arizona. This one came down to the wire, the final minutes. And the winner of the poll this week is... Here we go. Come on. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who won? Oh, man. How cool is this? 2 teams that have a bunch of history here in the Valley. Sunny Slope. What a start to their season, right? Putting up a lot of points on offense. Horizon building off their success last year, too, as well. They're always a tough out. They put up a lot of points, too, as well. This should be one of the more electric games on Friday night. Horizon hosting Sunny Slope. Our Friday Night Fever Game of the Week. You guys will lead off the show this Friday night on the Fever. Speaking of high school football, vote right now for our Sweet Play of the Week. You got nominees from Chaparral, AZ, College Prep, and Basham. The voting goes all week. You can vote right now on 12news.com or scan that QR code you see on your screen for your favorite play. The winner, as always, is announced every Friday night on the Fever. At the end of the year, all the weekly winners going to be up for the Sweet Play of the Year and a $5,000 scholarship courtesy of Sweet James Accident Attorneys. That ref not eligible, but I feel like I need to get that man a T-shirt. Something, right? I think he's okay. Exciting news for all of us here on 12 News. By now you've heard, we got live high school football games on Thursday nights this season here on the 12+ app for your TV. This Thursday night, Mesa at Desert Ridge. Jeremy Hathcock, the head coach over there at Mesa, returning to his old stomping grounds. Pre-game show at 6:30, kickoff at 7 every Thursday night. Live high school football on the 12+ app. Then, of course, join us Friday night for Friday Night Fever, Arizona's longest-running high school football show. Highlights, scores, interviews from all over the state. We are on the road with the Queen Creek Bulldogs and reigning Fever Offensive Player of the Year, Tate Reynolds. How cool is that? Be a believer. Catch the Fever Friday night at 11:35.
We're in season 36 of Friday Night Fever, Arizona's longest-running high school football show. We took Fever on the road to the Copper Center of the world, the mining town of Miami, for the 103rd edition of the state's oldest rivalry game with the coolest trophy, the Copper Kettle. So tell me about what the Copper Kettle rivalry game is and what it means to both Globe and Miami.
Oh, it's huge. This is like the #1. Everybody marks this day on the calendar the minute it comes out. Well, it's the oldest in the state of Arizona tradition of this rivalry game. This will be 103rd game.
And tell us about the trophy.
Oh, it's important. I mean, we have that displayed in our mall area at the school, so the students every day, they pass by in the window, see it, and it's just exciting. It's just to have it in our possession for the last few years has been great.
This game means everything to the community, man. Even though we may not have produced the result we were hoping for, we all feel the pride and the push from our entire community.
It's just one simple game, man. It's a Copper Kettle, but it's just one game. You know, we got to keep going. We got to push each other at practice. You know, everybody got to go 100% at practice.
We coach all these kids together when they're on youth football, and then when they grow up and they get to junior high, they get split apart and they go to Globe in Miami. And it's really sad to see these kids get split apart and they have to play each other. It means a lot to these kids. It's heartbreaking. I mean, kids are crying and everything, you know. And, you know, I went to school here and we won it when I was here. And, you know, we've won it, I think, 8 out of the last, 9 years. so it's kind of hard to see it go back over the hill. But those are great kids over there, great coaching staff over there. They're all good people. So, like I said, we see each other every day. We're all friends. And then one night a year, we got to hate each other, and it's not fun.
Isaac, let people know what the Copper Kettle means to this community and just how big this game is for you as a player as well.
Well, it's a really big deal. This is the longest rivalry west of the Mississippi, some say. The stadiums are always packed on Globe Miami games. Like, the rivalry between the two teams here is always intense, even though we're both brothers, really. This is the same community. We're the same type of people here. But once a year, we come together and we really knock each other's socks off, I guess.
Can I say how grateful Miami was in defeat? Like, those kids. Speaking of quarterbacks, joining us right now at 12 Sports tonight, or at Cardinals locker room, I should say, is our quarterback, Brett Hundley. Brett, welcome in. It's good to have you, my friend.
Man, I appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah.
Good to be back, baby.
Former Cardinals quarterback, former Chandler quarterback, now reacting to it all, and also a former teammate of Calais Campbell. What was it like to see CC kind of end the game there as long as you've known him here in the Valley?
It was amazing to see him in the game, but this brother has been playing forever at this point. I mean, 39 years old. But to get 2 sacks, come into how he's doing, and to finish his career, hopefully, in Arizona, I mean, it's big for him, so I'm happy to see him.
He still walks the same.
He does.
Talks
He does.
the same.
Big boy.
And he moves the same. It's like he's never slowed down, right?
Yes. Big man.
Yes, and especially to close out the game, put the exclamation point on it. Just your reaction to what we saw today, the good, the bad, and sometimes the ugly.
Yeah. No, I mean, the team, they started really fast. The defense came out, played a very strong, I mean, they got a touchdown on the very first possession, then an interception. Yeah. So that got them going. But then at the middle of the game, just like the coach said, you got to put these teams away. I mean, when you're up 27-3, 27-9, I'm about to walk out, turn the TV off.
Right.
And then,
Some people did.
Yeah, 100%. And then now it's a game at the end of it. So, they played New Orleans, then they come in and they play Carolina. These are 2 teams that you have to beat, especially on this season coming up. But they got to figure out a way to put these teams away.
Is that easy to do, Brett? Like, is it easy to – how do you teach a team to finish games? Like, what does Jonathan Gannon do this week?
I think it's just not turning off the gas. When you get up 27-3 or 27-9, it's sort of natural just to say, okay, let me run the ball a little bit. I think as an offensive coordinator, as the head coach, Kyler, you have to keep your foot on their throat.
Right.
And because as we see, it's 27-3, 27-9, and we'll get to it, but one bad play, and they're back in the game. And that's how fast this game changes.
And it doesn't matter the skill level. That's like any team in the NFL, Lena. We see it all the time.
Absolutely. They're capable on the other side of the field as well. You mentioned the good and the bad and the game-changing like that. We saw Kyler use his legs in a miraculous, magical move that we've seen him do in the past. But then the turnover, the interception. How do you balance that, and how do you square with that?
Yeah, that's the hard part, because I want to say it was, fourth quarter, they were driving down. This was them putting their foot on the throat.
This is the play, right?
The
scramble is pretty impressive here.
Let's pull this up. I mean, and this is what,
evading the sack there.
Yeah, this is what Kyler's great for. I mean, to be able to have a play break down, and what they say, when things break down, make something happen. Kyler's magical at this right here, and he's jacked up. It's 27-9. You think the game's away?
Yeah.
And this is again what Kyler does great to be year 7. I mean, you see the pressure right up the middle.
How many times did you see this in practice? Like he would do this all the time, right?
Yeah, this is the crazy thing. I mean, Kyler too is so small, but to get him down, it's impossible.
It's a struggle.
It's impossible.
Yes.
And he is, I mean, this is what he's done all his life. So this is what you bring him in, and this is why you have this type of quarterback, because he can make all the throws, but then, he can do stuff like this and just kill. I mean, as a defensive coordinator, you're over there throwing your clipboard at this point.
Yeah, so that's the good.
Yes.
And then the drive stalls out with the bad and the interception. Take us through the pick, Brett. What did you see?
Yeah, so this, you get the good with Kyler, and then you also get the bad. And you have to take both of it, because as a quarterback who can scramble, you're trying to make plays. Here, they're trying to put the game away. And then at the end here, you can kick a field goal, get some extra points here, and really take the lead, big time here. But to throw a pick, this put Carolina right back in the driver's seat, and then they came in, and it would have been a whole different story here.
Do you just take the sack there? I mean, it looks like he's trying to throw it away, and he just gets hit right at the end there.
Yeah, at this point too, and Kyler, I mean, this is year 7 for him. As soon as you're out the pocket, throw that ball away, and go ahead and kick the field goal. He tried to extend a little bit too long, and this is why I said you take the good, because he can make those explosive plays, but then you take some of these plays too, and you have to hold on to it.
And that's where you're learning kind of as the season goes on what you can and can't do, right?
But see, the thing is this is a team, again, as we just said, you got to beat. if this is Chiefs, if this is Eagles, you can't do this.
Right.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Well, they go up to San Francisco next week. Granted, they will be seeing Mac Jones, a different quarterback, but that is always a team that gives them fits. What does this team have to do to leave San Francisco with the W and stay on track? Because really the NFC West is a gauntlet. So any game you can get, any W you can get, however you get it, is valuable.
Yeah, for Arizona's schedule this year, it's not the toughest in the league. I want to say they got
one of the easiest.
Yeah. So
stack these wins.
They have to stack these wins. And if they continue doing this, at the end of the year, we're going to be talking about playoffs, hopefully.
Sure.
Right.
But going into, 49ers, I know the quarterback is down, Brock, so I hope they can get in there and take advantage of that and come out with a victory.
Real quick, before we move on here, is this roughing the passer?
Oh,
just
man.
because you're a former
I'm a
quarterback.
Come on, baby.
Is this roughing the passer here? Because this was late in the game.
These penalties.
Come on. That is textbook, Brett. What is Josh Sweat supposed to do?
Oh, man.
He sets him down and then.
This is the Kevin Hart put the pillow under the quarterback. This is that kind of play right here. Because as a quarterback, I've always said this. I play the game knowing I'm going to get hit.
Sure.
Right.
This to me is, even as a quarterback, I'm like, man, great hit, get up, let's play the next play.
There we go.
But if the ref throws the flag, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I'm taking it.
Gotta sell it.
It'd be your own quarterback. Our local kid back here in studio, former Chandler quarterback, former Cardinals quarterback, Brett Hundley. Time for his Streams play of the game today. And Brett, you were pretty excited about this play.
I was.
It happened in the second quarter, right before halftime. Kyler Murray hitting Michael Wilson for the touchdown. What'd you like about this play?
Yeah, I called Cam. I was like, hey, man, we got to show this play. But check this out. So when you're looking at this right here, it's empty coverage. I mean, you got Kyler back here so he can, run around with his legs. But when you're looking at this right here, you're screaming. If you don't know nothing about football, you're screaming cover zero, cover zero. They're bringing the house.
They're bringing the house, and they got man across the board.
But this is the thing this is why as a quarterback, this is why I want to talk about this play. If you're looking at it, just the small nuances. Cover zero, typically these defenders are going to be playing inside leverage on cover zero. You don't want just a slant take to the house.
Okay.
But right here, you got outside leverage on number 2. So Kyler does a great job here pushing his line to the right. And with outside leverage on number 2, you got somebody dropping out under it.
Sure.
And that's why it's such a beautiful play, because they run just sort of a goal line go right here. And then he puts it beautifully over the defender. And if we roll the clip right here, you'll be able to see it.
It's exactly like, look, they shift a little bit, and then Kyler hits him.
Oh, my God, just a beautiful play.
That's how you get behind him, right?
Yes.
Kyler moves the guys just a little bit, and Wilson's able to kind of slip in just a tad, and Kyler puts a perfect – that's a perfect pass, right?
That's what I'm saying. This shows it a lot better here. When we're rolling this play, Kyler's eyes is right here on number 3, and then he puts a beautiful ball. If he doesn't put that ball up like that, that's an interception right there.
Sure.
This is a play as a quarterback you're waiting for the coach to get to when you're reviewing the tape after, because you want to say, yeah, I did everything perfect, and his feet, everything, fell back, made a great throw, touchdown in the half. This is beautiful.
Great catch from Michael Wilson, too, as well. How difficult is that throw, Brett, to put it on him like that?
This one's a little bit difficult because you're sort of falling back as a quarterback. If it is cover zero, you have to start leaning back like this. But for Kyler to take the ball, start leaning back, and then, as you see here, sort of make a throw off of his back foot while going back. I mean, this dude's athletic freak here. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's just what he does.
That's what Kyler does. That's what Brett Hundley does. You'll catch him on Locker Room Sunday nights. He'll be back next week. Brett, appreciate the time.
Thank you, man.
Time to bring in our young, athletic 12 Sports insider, Doug Franz, host of the Doug Franz Unplugged podcast.
Suddenly it's the 80s. Thank you.
All the above, Dougie. First of all, it's good to see you.
Thanks.
Doug, listen, I know everybody wants to get on this game, but it all came down to, I think, the play of Kyler Murray in this game, and I think that's where the tide kind of turned there late. What did you see, good and bad, from K1 today?
Let's kind of go through some plays, and if you want to play playoff football, you're going to have to be able to do a little better than he did, but he did show you some things that were good things. So on this first play, you're going to see, you can barely see some feet over right there by Lena. That is McBride who's open. We've got receivers flooding to one side, and then we've got a receiver in McBride available, and because of that hesitation, did you see that quick little pump fake? That's Kyler not doing what?
Throw it now.
He's not throwing it now. He waited 1/2 second, and boom, that's why he gets sacked. Sure, you'd like to see a little better blocking there. Okay, that would be good. We've had a little bit of trouble at right tackle so far this year, so that's play 1. So there's
I tweeted you at this moment, too.
You did, so you even saw it.
I saw it. I was like, you could just tell he wanted to throw it in that moment.
Yep.
Because he hesitated. It's what
and the whole play is designed to get McBride open going the other way and Kyler miss him. So there's some bad. Now let's go to good. This touchdown throw that he had at the end of the first half is absolutely fantastic. See how it's high? It's over both the safety and the oncoming corner. It's high enough that you only have two options: incomplete or touchdown. This is fantastic football. He reads it. The one thing that gets to me, though, is the fact that he's got a little bit of happy feet. Why is that important? That'll come up here in a little bit.
In his face, Dougie.
Oh, look at where?
Right
no,
there,
he doesn't.
They're coming at
He's
him.
got nobody.
They're coming at him.
They're coming at
him. The pass pro was there.
Yes, exactly. We're going to trust Lena on that one. Okay, now the next one, we've got an example of bad. Here is Kyler. Good, 7 consecutive completions. That's not what we want to see. Pump fake again. Where is that ball going? Yeah. Higgins can't be more open. You've got to have a touchdown right there. We worked so hard on getting this play, getting this moving, getting Kyler to be able to see it. Here he comes. Safety comes up. We're wide open. Can't miss there. There's bad.
He knew it too, Dougie. Like, he knew that.
Yep.
He had to have that throw.
Now let's go to good, okay? We've all seen it. It's going to be the biggest highlight package in the world. This is the good play coming up in just a second when he gives you the scramble a little bit before the interception. He reads the blitz. Sure, maybe if the blitz is telegraphed a little bit more, we could have been able to get the telegraph in and get a pump fake. But that again, there's Higgins. But what happens on his great scramble, maybe you can get Benson to say, hey, let's not do the play fake there. Sure. Let's just go hit him. You want the quarterback to be able to read that blitz ahead of time, but it was not telegraphed. The blitz was perfectly timed out. Sometimes they just get you, and Kyler did so great, he got them. This was tremendous. He reads it, he sees it, the athleticism takes over, and then he gets moving. And then now Kyler is just Kyler. And this is when it's special, okay? Yeah. So you get excited. He's been able to keep this drive alive. You know they're going to get a touchdown. Then we go to the terrible. I mean junior varsity type of terrible. The type of play he does seemingly once a month, and you're wondering, what are we doing? What are we doing right there? Yeah, you have no chance. This is one of those plays that is so maddening with Kyler Murray. This is not even okay if you're a rookie. We can justify it if you're in your second year. A 7-year playoff quarterback would never throw that ball right there.
And what was funny is that Kyler Murray didn't even want to acknowledge it. He just pretended like it didn't happen post-game. It did happen, but he's washing it, flushing it, and looking ahead to San Francisco, of course.
You definitely can't throw that ball there. Because now against a good team, Doug, that's going to come back to bite.
But see what I mean with good and bad? We don't know what we have yet.
Download on your TV and watch for free.
All right, Cam. I know they had their chances today, didn't they, the D-backs?
Yeah, Troy. They had so many chances, right? Torrey Lavelle said it this week, quote, it's real, right? This playoff chase is real. The D-backs in the thick of it here at the end of the season with a real chance to get in. D-backs believing they can make the playoffs. Brandon Pfaadt, the best start of his career. 9 scoreless innings of one-hit baseball. You kidding me? Dude took a no-hitter into the 6th, but it was not enough to get the win. Game tied at 5 in extra innings. D-backs had chances, but the Giants is going to bust it wide open in the 11th. D-backs going to lose this one 5-1, but they're not panicking.
It's all okay. I mean, we got a series victory over the Giants, and they're in the hunt too. So everybody's head's held high still, and it's pretty special from what we did at the trade deadline to how we've been playing, and keeping ourselves in the fight is exactly where we want to be. And if we keep playing the baseball that we've been playing overall, I think we'll be in a good spot.
Yes, they will. Can't win them all, but the D-backs 2 games back of the Mets for that final wild card spot with 9 games to go. Look at that, the Reds and the Giants right behind them. Mets, by the way, play the Padres tonight. Up next, the Phillies come to town on Friday. You can watch Friday night's game live for free and in prime time right here on 12 News. Live pregame coverage from the ballpark begins at 3 o'clock with D-backs on deck. By the way, the D-backs guys have the toughest remaining schedule in all of baseball. A week after playing the worst game of his career as a Sun Devil, Sam Levitt looking like his old self once again in their win over Texas State. Levitt said after that loss to Mississippi State kind of grounded him again. They got Baylor this week. Devils are back to being the underdog, and now they have a reason to play with that chip.
Is it slept on if you didn't produce anything? So I just like it again because we got to get it out the mud just like it was last year. It's kind of the type of person and player I am. I don't love all the praise. I don't play better like that. I don't work as hard when it's like that. So just kind of understanding that, you know, it kind of grounded me and got me back to square one into my roots and understanding why I do this.
Obviously, one of the best plays of the week, maybe one of the plays of the year. What made it so special in your eyes, Dougie?
Obviously, we could talk about Tyson forever on this play, but what I love is when you keep your eye on Sam Levitt. Have somebody at work tomorrow run at you full speed, jump in the air, and promise me you won't look at the human being running at you full speed. When you keep your eye on his helmet, you can see the eyes are always downfield. Look, all of these people looking at him, getting ready to bust him right in the ribs. He never looks down at the rush. That's the mark of somebody special. You're willing to take a hit to make a play. So sure, I mean, this is incredible. This is all amazing. Yes. But quarterbacks that keep their eyes down the field are the ones that are the most successful.
That was the Heisman play, the Heisman moment.
It is.
Look,
it is.
That's what I like right there.
So far.
He's floating.
Yes.
The man is floating. All right. I love that, Dougie.
All right, well, there were some Cardinals plays that you really liked as well. We broke them down a little bit, but take us through this one.
The makeup of this blitz is something absolutely beautiful. Give Nick Rallis so much credit on this blitz as they expose so many different elements. The first thing is when you drop people into hot zones, you can see right here, that's Browning and Zaven Collins. They're dropping into a hot zone, so anybody that's in that zone is now covered. Then the running back has to make a choice, Baker or Mack Wilson. He's a dead duck, and that creates 2-on-1 blocking, which is impossible. Watch the center whiff on the blitz. Keep your eyes on number 2 and number 3. That's Baker and Mack Wilson. He whiffs on the block. That allows Mack Wilson to come in. This blitz is just beautiful pressure, and it leads to a turnover.
And there was a few times there where I thought Nick Rallis did some really good.
Absolutely, especially early in the game.
Yeah.
And then the final play, even though this is basic, it's executed so well. Look at Gaines come out as the fullback on the kick-out block. Then watch the right guard. Here comes Adams across. And Carolina has no shot. This is corners, safeties, and these are 300-pound men.
Sorry, man.
These types of blocks like this are so beautiful. This is chess with 300-pound pieces, and they executed it absolutely perfectly. And this is going to be a key longer for this year. We've got to get this running game going. That way Kyler has a bigger threat with play action, and maybe we won't have the turnovers.
All right, before we get out of here, do they win in San Francisco next Sunday?
No.
All right, Cardinals offensive lineman Will Hernandez still working his way back from an ACL injury, but he is staying busy with his side hustle. He'll be back on the field soon. Mio Things, of course, is his brand, but now he's got a food truck called Mio's Tacos. Time for tonight's Valley Vibes. Hernandez stopping by a local high school earlier this week to bring a different kind of competition to campus. What is this thing that you do at high school?
All right, man. So first of all, it's my food truck called Mijo's Tacos. And we started this thing where it's called Tacos in the Trenches. And pretty much what we're doing with that, man, is we want to bring the spotlight to the offensive linemen that never get any recognition. So what we do is a taco eating contest. 5 starting offensive linemen, they have 6 minutes to eat as many tacos as they can. They're competing as offensive lines against other high schools. We'll rank them, and then the winner gets like a WWE-style Mijo's Tacos championship belt. Me and my buddies from college, you know, we all came up with it. We wanted to come up with something fun. We didn't just want to be another food truck that sells tacos. We wanted to be different and bring an experience. So that's exactly what we're doing with Tacos in the Trenches.
You did it in El Paso. You brought it here. What did it mean to bring it to Arizona for the first time?
No, it was really cool because I've been getting so many DMs of like fans, Cardinal fans, you know, kids that go to high school here that want to be part of it. So, you know, we knew kids were going to get excited about it, but I didn't know I was going to get that many like requests. So we brought the truck out here, went to Cesar Chavez High School, and then we did it there for the one time. We are thinking about bringing a food or creating a food truck out here for the Phoenix, for the Valley. We already made it an annual tradition in El Paso. We're going to do this every year. And whatever offensive line ends up winning the contest that year, they'll get to hold on to that belt, which is pretty cool, by the way. They'll get to hold on to that belt for the entire season, and then they'll have to defend it the following year again. So we want to bring that to the Valley as well.
What was it like to be out there at Cesar Chavez High School? What'd you tell the kids?
No, it was awesome, man. I mean, first and foremost, I was there to talk, to motivate, and to open these kids' minds to bigger and better things. There's a lot of kids that have the talent, that have the drive, but sometimes they just need to know that somebody believes in them, or there's more opportunity than they could imagine out there. So that's the only reason I was there. I believe being in the flesh, being in person, carries way more weight than just seeing me on TV or on my social media. So I try to make as many of those appearances in person as I can.
Did they eat a lot of tacos?
Oh yeah, we had some big boys hogging it up. I think their right tackle won the contest. Big boy, I think 10 tacos. So.
Are these like big tacos? Are these street tacos? Do you load them up?
Yeah, so what we do at Mijo's Tacos is we make them LA-style street tacos. And what differentiates us, we have your classic asada, pastor, all your classic meats. But what we do have is premium meats as well. We smoke our premium meats as well. Talking about pork belly, barbacoa, and brisket tacos. And they're all smoked 6 to 7 hours plus. So that's where we differentiate ourselves. We're very proud of the way we prepare them, and they're definitely good.
He's got the business owning down.
Yeah, well, he needs to get down here to bring the food truck to 12 News.
We're all
Come on down.
Troy, Chris,
Mijo things in the studio.
That'll do it for us. Thank you so much for watching 12 Sports tonight on 12 Plus. Same time, same place next week. I'm Cameron Cox. For everyone working late to get the show on the air, good night, God bless, and we'll see you back here Sunday night at 10:30 for 12 Sports.